And welcome to the Geekz 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
And tonight we're reviewing Abigail from 2024, currently on Peacock. So Sean, I'm going to say play our rating system, but we don't do that anymore. So Sean, got the trailer for us.
You all came highly recommended. You know the rules. No real names, no backstories, no cell phones.
So whose kid is she?
A very wealthy man who's about to be $50 million poorer.
I'm here to make sure you're safe.
What's your name? Mine's Abigail.
You can call me Joey.
Do you have any kids?
I have a little boy.
See you in 24 hours.
Do you know what a pinky promise is? If you behave and do as we say, I pinky promise you, it'll all be over soon.
Joey?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
What the fuck?
Shit, we gotta get out of here.
I think she knows something.
Guys.
Long ass trailer.
I was going to say, man, this trailer gave away way too much.
A vampire.
Sorry.
A ballerina vampire.
Everything. They gave away everything.
Okay.
The whole movie.
We kill a
is gone.
vampire. What are we talking about? Like an Anne Rice or a True Blood? You know,
Now,
Twilight.
go back and watch the trailer
Safe
for
through the
Low
heart.
Lives.
Daylight is a big one.
That's how you do a trailer.
Let's go kill us a fucking vampire. Ready?
What can I say? I like playing with my phone.
Whoa! She's fucking flying!
I fucking hate ballet.
So that's the whole movie in a nutshell. I did not
And
realize that. I never watched the trailer. So.
And I give it a hero because this movie fucking rules. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. And I had a blast with it. Hero.
All right. Sean?
I give it a hero too. I fucking enjoyed this shit. The first time I seen it, I was like, damn, this shit good as a motherfucker. Like, I really, really did like this movie. And I don't know. I forgot. I don't know if you guys have seen it after I talked about it or whatever, but like, I know when I first watched it, I was like, yo, this shit is good as a motherfucker. We got to do this for 30 days or 31 days. So yeah, it was definitely good though. Definitely a hero for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Actually, I watched it with the kids, and it was good. They liked it. They thought it was good. They had no interest in it in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, like once everybody got locked in the house, then they were like, "Oh, what's happening here? What's happening here?" And then when chaos ensued, I just love how. Well, we'll get to it in some spoilers, but I did love some of the effects that they used.
Should have put the spoiler alert before he played the trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's no even reason to play the spoiler alert, but you know what? The trailer was out there in public, so.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
And it has
It is a cool spoiler warning. I will be honest with you.
Well, thank you. I did the video. Steve did the audio. So I mean, it's it was a valiant effort. Steve, you're on mute. I'm not complaining. You're on mute. You were talking. I didn't want you to lose that. We didn't say who. Again, this has a great cast as well. I think it was a really good cast. Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, was it Ashley
Dan
Weir,
Stevens.
William,
Dan Stevens is great.
He is.
Catherine Newton, Kevin Durand.
Kevin
Angus Cloud.
Durand is great too. When he comes flying out of the fucking stairwell and tackles the shit out of her, that was like the best thing in the movie. I was like, oh damn, and she got knocked out. Like that really, that fucked her up good.
Yeah.
And Giancarlo. So I mean, like it's funny because like this came out in 2024, but like when I'm watching this, I'm like, this is again another movie. It feels like it was shot during COVID because it was like such a small cast that was all together.
The kid Angus Cloud died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, he looked familiar, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Like, why do I know that?
The other thing about this movie is it lives or dies based on the performance of the child actress that plays Abigail.
Yeah.
Now, this movie could have been ruined with a bad performance, but she kills it.
He did.
So, like, it's really good. Like,
Yeah, I wish. I mean, kind of wish we didn't play the trailer because it gave away so much to talk about with you because I didn't know anything coming into it. Yeah, I read if you read the synopsis, it talks nothing about vampires. It doesn't say that she's a vampire or anything like that. It just says that, it's a kidnapping thing.
Oh, you didn't see the trailer then? You never watched
I didn't watch the trailer, no.
Oh, when you watched the trailer, you assumed already that she was a vampire. Like,
no, they told you. If you watch the trailer, they told you.
Yeah.
It was very good.
But now even the first trailer was, you automatically knew that it was a fucking
Did not know. Didn't, because I never saw the trailer. I had no I know you brought it up, but it wasn't like really on my radar. And then Peacock kept like pushing this movie, which is good.
I like what happens when they die, when the vampires die, and they just like explode.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, I like the effects of that. Like, I like that they, because they went and got garlic and what else? They got something else I can remember. But like that didn't work. They were just laughing about, she was just laughing about the garlic and stuff.
Right.
But then all of a sudden sunlight hit and oh man, people are just bodies exploding everywhere. Anytime they got bit, I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. That's pretty
High body count. Literally everyone except
died.
for Melissa Barrera.
Melissa Barrera was in Scream.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, her and Abigail and Abigail's dad, who plays a vampire in a lot of things. That guy.
He does, doesn't he?
I saw a trailer for something else the other day, and there was like, "You're a vampire." I was like, "It's that same guy."
Oh yeah, I watched that movie. Actually, that movie fucking was a vampire. No, it really was. That motherfucker was crazy. Discovery of Witches. He was in that.
Yeah, that's
vampire in that shit too. Yeah, motherfucker. I love being vampires.
Well, when you got the look, cash in on it, right? Like,
Right.
oh, we need a guy that looks like a vampire we could save on practicals. Let's get that guy.
Yep.
So it works. But yeah, I mean, it's very what was that old movie? Was it 10 Little Indians, where it's like, or even like a House on Haunted Hill kind of thing, where it's like everybody's locked in a house and you're just getting picked off. And that's kind of what this is, really. It's like you locked yourself in the house with a monster and you're now getting picked off. And I like that Giancarlo was setting the whole thing up, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, he's a vampire too.
Steve,
Like,
he was Ozymandias in Watchmen.
oh shit, it was that full.
Yep.
That's good stuff. Yeah,
So-
just Giancarlo turns Dan Stevens, which was cool. Because he's like he just chews the scenery, man. That guy. And like every
Dan
movie
Stevens?
he's in, yeah.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, he was really good. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, he was also good on that that kind of faux X-Men show that he was in. Legion, yeah. I mean, try to tie it to the X-Men, but
Oh, that's right, he was Legion. That's right. I forgot about
you know.
But in this one, like even the fight like that he has with Abigail, like the choreography is just crazy. Like whoever they got to be the stunt double for her was like,
Shit, look, he was in Godzilla and Kong too, and chewed up the scenery too. In that,
Yeah, he did. He did.
he was the dentist, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the Abigail shit, like the way she just fucking danced around the fucking hallways and shit, just killing people, jumping around and shit. Like, yo, That shit was tough, man. Like this shit was really good, man. They
I like
really
that.
hell of a job.
She turned Catherine Newton into like her puppet. That was cool. And then
That was
like
great.
later on, Dan Stevens tried to do the same thing, and she's like, "You can't just like become a vampire and like do all the cool shit. Like that shit takes time. Like you don't know how to do any of that."
Yeah.
That was good.
What else? I like the black guy, man. The black guy would have been fucking cool as shit if he survived. Because he was fucking dope as shit. I was like, oh man, this guy's fucking gonna be cool as shit. Nope, he didn't survive. Yeah. He got murked early.
Angus St. Cloud, R.I.P. His character deserved to be the first one to go, and he did, rightfully so. He was such a mook the whole damn show. It's just like it's just trouble.
When she found on that bodies of fucking the pool of fucking bodies and shit. It's so gross.
It's weird. It's weird because Steve, I was about to say the same thing because I felt like I could smell it through the fucking tree.
So I was like, so
it looked like a portal pot of human bodies.
Oh, God, it was so gross.
It's like the water is so cold, but then like as soon as you start moving it around, it starts to get warm because all the weird shit floating around.
You felt that shit.
And then I like the the end, like where they let her go. They let her go because she actually stood up and saved Abigail from Dan Stevens.
Yeah.
That was an interesting twist. You would assume that Dan Stevens wouldn't come out, turn into a vampire, and become an even bigger dick than he was, but I guess no. Should have thought he was going to be a dick. So
I like when they lock her in that thing and she like makes the deal to get out, and then like she just breaks out after the deal goes south. She's like, "Okay, I'm done playing." Like you guys never trapped me to begin with. Like this whole last 20 minutes, I've just been chilling.
Yeah, I was just fucking with you guys.
Like, oh man.
Yeah, like I think her teeth were great. Like it wasn't like Dracula. Like they were all sharp. Like they weren't just like the two fangs, which was crazy.
Yeah, the two fangs I always felt like, get out of here with your two fangs, your little pokey. But like when they got the whole mouthful of venom teeth, you're like, that's a little rough. Like that's a little scary.
It makes more sense though.
We're not gonna survive this.
Yeah.
And she basically just eats a head off of, it's like just cuts right through.
Like I got a little mouth. Like I'd be a terrible vampire. Like you can't even get like your canines onto somebody's neck. Like all your teeth are sharp. There you go.
Stretch your lips out.
Yeah, it should be able to stretch your whole because as a monster you can stretch your whole life.
See, that would be cool. Added vampire power is that you can dislocate your jaw like a snake.
Like in Blade 2?
Yeah, Blade 2, right?
No, you don't want a vagina face. You want your jaw just to get
gross. Yeah, those are gross. Those are stupid.
But I mean, that's similar to what they did. Like they had it all open, and then the
like,
face opened up because the skin.
Remember Return of the Living Dead when the girl came back and she opened up her mouth real wide and fucking ate the dude?
All those mummy movies that came out with Brendan Fraser. Remember there was like their mouths got really big like that. Unsettling.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, damn, we didn't even really.
We didn't have to review the movie because like the trailer gave us everything.
And we loved it. We liked. I mean, there's what else? Like the House of Horrors is cool. Like they get trapped and they just get picked off one by one. I mean, what was any memorable deaths that you can?
No, I mean, I think they were all good. I mean, that's the thing. Like there wasn't.
Like they all went
like,
pop.
Yeah, they were good. So to me, this is a great. I want to say entry level, but maybe that next level, right? Like middle school horror film. Not where like my middle schoolers loved it. So.
This is what Sean's talking about when he's talking about our horror scale.
I was just saying something. I was about to say it, Steve. I was about to say it. Like
every time Sean likes something, we're like, yeah, it's like pussy horror.
Yeah, like you fucking guys. I don't get it. I just don't fucking understand. I'm so confused.
All right, well, Sean, when we go to the theater to watch Terrifier 3, then we'll talk. That's because we forgot to talk about that in the main show. That trailer dropped.
I'm confused though. Like everything that I fucking select is like, oh well, it was okay horror. It was bullshit horror. Oh, it's sci-fi horror, but it's not really fucking horror. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all want? Like
this was really horror. This is a horror movie.
This is a horror movie. But like I said,
I don't think this is like
for my children.
Well, so like there's certain
Yeah,
horror
you
movies.
see. Oh, it's for my children. And my children can watch this.
Well, I think there's something about that, right? Like 2017's It, right? My kids can watch that. There's no tits. There's not really anything like overtly sexual going on. So the kids can actually sit down and watch that. So even though it's one of my favorite horror movies, it's still almost an entry level horror movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It is fucking
because the kids can watch it. Kids can watch it.
No, they cannot. My daughter still has not watched it yet.
Well, my daughter has, and she's fine with it. She has got a poster of Pennywise. She thinks he's cute.
Oh,
yeah, I agree. But my kids have watched Scream. You know, my kids have watched these movies.
My daughter.
Yep, every one of my kids.
Well, not Ava, but not Mia. Mia doesn't like the blood.
Even Sebastian, because Sebastian started getting like Ghostface skins on stuff in video games and was like really curious about who Ghostface was. And I'm like, all right, you want to watch Scream? You're 9. Let's fucking do it. He watched Scream with me. He's cool.
Zoe,
it's a movie. It's fake.
Zoe has not watched any scary movies yet. She has not.
Not to your knowledge.
No. We've talked about it. I asked her, I was like, "Yo, have you watched it?" She's like, "No, Dad, I'm not watching that shit." I was like, "All right. I mean, I understand. I'm not going to judge you by it, but it's very weird though. I'm just like, because your kids, all y'all's kids watched it. Right?
I wouldn't. Sebastian probably wouldn't watch this one. This one's a little too gory for Sebastian because even the one I was just talking about a second ago, which I can't remember, wasn't gory like this. This is gory. Scream is not gory.
She didn't even want to watch Quiet Place. I've been trying to get her to watch Quiet Place. She didn't want to watch it. She's like, "No, Dad, I'm cool." I'm like, "Damn,
that movie's not gory either."
No, you won't watch it though. Elijah, you don't watch scary movies either.
I think Quiet Place is also like in that probably teenagers, younger kids could watch that. There's no like crazy shit. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's not entry level horror.
My kids aren't subjected to any of this shit. Like
that's the thing though, Sean. Like you don't. I'm not saying we push it on our kids, but like we have it around, right? Like I have an Evil Dead poster. I have a Jason mask hanging on my wall right here. The kids see this stuff. They've known about it their whole lives, right?
Over there.
And so, you know, I think one of their first like horror movies, which to me is a comedy more so than anything, is Freddy vs. Jason that they watched, you know, and they were like 7, the twins especially. I mean, Mia, we've talked about this. Like her first movie, she watched Alien with me at 4 years old, you know. But
I can't defend any of the shit you're saying right now. But it's like 4 is
well, I mean,
that's little.
You know, it's Alien. Little. It's sci-fi. It's a sci-fi. You know, she saw the alien pop out of the great movie ride in Walt Disney World and wanted to know. And then so I said, okay, we'll watch Alien.
Yeah, Alien's not happening.
I feel bad.
Well, Mia doesn't like these movies, so she doesn't watch them.
I just don't want to subject my kids to scary shit. Like this already.
We're training them. The real world isn't covered in sugar and fucking gumdrops.
Yeah, and Freddy vs. Jason is a comedy. That is nothing.
Not a horror movie scary. Good Lord, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think it's worse in some cases.
Very true. Very true. So, all right. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it crew.